am Blaine, and I am a member of the volleyball and swimming and diving teams. At this time, it is my honor to welcome Tim Babcock to the podium as he introduces Kim Dunn Gormely.
I always come with props. Take those off so I can see what I'm doing. First, I'd like to congratulate all the inductees here tonight and past inductees. But before I start, I have to apologize to one inductee, Mark Dowdy, who was put in last year. I was supposed to be here to support him last year. Had a senior moment. Thought it was on another date than it was, and I missed that, so I sincerely apologize to him. He was a fabulous swimmer in person, and so because of that, Eileen made sure she texted me about every 5 minutes tonight to make sure where are you? Are you coming? Yeah, I'm going to be here. I wouldn't miss this for the world. Kim Dunn is a very, very special person. This is an honor that is well deserved by far. I'm going to go off script a little bit, I'm sure, at times, but I'll do my best to stay on here. But she is a person that, and I truly believe this, and I know this to be true, she cares more about other people than she does herself. She cares more about her family, she cares more about all of her teammates, and when she comes to practice, she never misses, she works hard, she's the most dedicated athlete probably anybody would ever have on any team, but she's always smiling, she's always happy, she's always pulling for everybody else. If anybody needs anything, she's going to stop and take care of them first before she takes care of herself. She is an amazing human being, and I'm honored to be here to present her tonight. We trained a little bit differently than probably most other teams in the state did at that time. I think some of the other swimmers that are here, actually we have enough for a relay tonight, I think, so. Yeah, but the pool's open, we can get it done. We put in a lot of miles and trained extremely hard, and wouldn't be surprised if it's still a lot more than they do today. I wanted the athletes to come away with a couple of values that I felt dear, and it's the only thing that kept me afloat, because let's face it, I wasn't built for swimming. And if you don't work hard at that sport, you will sink, and that's not a good thing. So I wanted them to be able to come away with that you're going to have success if you work hard. That was extremely important to me, and it's going to carry over, like other people have said here tonight. It's just, athletics is just a huge part of the school and what you do. And the other thing, which is a huge thing, is if you fall down, get back up again. And, you know, I hear a lot of this stuff today where everyone wants everything free, but hopefully all the coaches I know are still teaching the athletes that it's so important, if you fail, to be able to get back up and go again, because it's not going to be easy in life. We've all had a lot of failures, and the people that are successful, the people that work hard and get back up. So we worked hard, and she was there every day at practice. She was a team leader from her sophomore year on, and she led by example with a relentless training. And she, like I said, is one of the most compassionate people that I know. I'll go over just a few of her stats. As she had her freshman year, she had a silver medal in 100 free PVCs and a silver medal in 50 free. Those are kind of shock. People didn't expect a freshman to come along and do those things at the Class A state meet. Her sophomore year was a breakout year for Kim. She had gold medals in 100 and 200 free at PVCs and at states. She set school records and PVC records in the 200 freestyle. Her junior year, she had gold medals in the 100 and 200 PVCs, a silver medal, which I'll talk about in a minute, in the 200 freestyle, and a gold medal in the 200 freestyle, and 100 freestyle at states, where she set PVC records in the 100 free. Now, they know, my swimmers know I save everything. I've got, this is just for an example, I brought some things up. This is her senior year, and the guys know this. Jeff recognized this right away. He goes, oh, that's the book. This says every workout they did their senior year, every split, and every time that they did practice their senior year, all the splits from every meet, tell them every second, everywhere what they were when they were in the pool. And it's the only way that I knew how to coach. I'm a science guy, and I'm a guy that teaches facts, and that's kind of the way it goes. But, so she swam the 200 free, she got touched out, and she was not happy. It was a tough race. She was out a little quick. One of the things about swimming is if you go up with your feet, anybody knows, if you're running fast, you go too fast in a race, you tighten up a little bit, and that's pretty much what happened. So after that, I wanted her to lead into the senior year. I knew she was much faster than what she showed in that race. So I asked her, would you be willing to come back to the pool? Do you remember this? Would you be willing to come back to the pool for a couple of days? I just want to run you through some drills, loosen you up, and then in 3 days' time, and that was on April 1st, 1986.
Oh, wow.
Right there. I'll give you a copy if you want. We ran a 200 free time trial, and she was 2:01.6, maybe something like that, in the state meet that day. And so she swam. We wanted to swim a better race, but more controlled, and she wound up going 1:59.7. Now, like breaking a minute and 100 and breaking 2 minutes to 200 are huge things, and once that's out of the way, then you can go on and move on. Well, the reason I share that is because you fall down and then you get back up, but it's so hard to do in that case to come back after that. You kind of want to walk away, the season's over, and let me get away from it. But to be able to come back and want to come back is a credit to her, her moral fixture, how she's built. And so she comes back her senior year, and she pretty much just wipes everybody out. She had gold medals, PVCs in 102 and at states, school records, PVC records. The 400 freestyle relay was also a gold record, gold medal for the team. And she was voted by the coaches as the swimmer of the Class A state meet. Her 200 free, and the point of that original story, her 200 free, I have it on, I had the tape of 1987, I have all the tapes of all the kids. So I took Eileen gave me her iPad, and I took her iPad, and I was kind of green, because we didn't have DVDs back in those days, we just got a couple TVs. So. So I made that, and if you watch the race, where she has the race there, at high school states, Class A states, she won by almost a half a pool. I mean, it was nobody. She was gonna take care of the year before, and she took care of the year before. Kim is the ultimate leader. One other little quick story I will share is she also swam for the Hurricane Swim Club that I coached. Back then, you trained in the summertime. One of the athletes trained in the summertime. We didn't have year-round swimming, really, so that's what she did. And organized a championships that's set up so that the senior kids will swim in the morning trials, and then they swim again at night in finals. And in the middle time, the little kids, the 12 and under swim. And the seniors are off resting, not Kim. And she brought the senior team back. They cheered for the 12 and unders, that whole session. And that team went from being, 20, 30 kids to 120 kids over the next few years. Because when you have somebody, it meant the world of those little kids. You kidding me? Here she is. Look what she's done, and she's back here. Not only did she work with them in the pool during the practices, but she also was there to do that. And that's, again, just, shows how great she was. She also came back after her senior year of college. She went on to college, swam 4 years for Jeff. I swam for Jeff at Maine as well. He was my coach as a distance swimmer. And when she came back, this is something most people don't realize, is she went, set a state record, U.S. state record, 53-1 in the 100 freestyle, and went 156.7 in the 200 free, which were still Hurricane Swim Club records, I'm sure, at this point in time. So I can stand up here and go on and on about her. She's a very special person, a very special athlete, extremely deserving of this award. I can't think of anything better. I do, before I go, want to show another little thing that they came up with. And this was, I understand you don't have this. You couldn't find this? It's lost?
Yeah.
This one's yours. It was mine, it might be a little big. But it says, you may think you can, but we know we will. And that was the attitude she brought as a leader captain to that team that year, and they did. They went on to a state runner-up as a team, and they swam lifetime bests in everything. It was a phenomenal meet, and that was just a credit to her leadership. So at this time, I would like to introduce to you, for the Brew Hall of Fame, Kim Dunn.
I have to put my eyes on, sorry. Thank you for that. That was amazing, and I just can't get over how overwhelming it is to hear all those things and just the way you did that speech was amazing. Thank you. Well, for those of you who know me, you know that I'm not a huge fan of the spotlight. Before we go any further, though, I want to thank Eileen Williams and Kathy Cahill. Right there. Thank you so much for this. This is amazing. Thank you for your hard work, your dedication, and your frequent texts and keeping me on course. That was not easy. Mom and Dad, my biggest fans, to not only me, but to my brother and to my sister, Paige, my sister, and my brother, Chip. I want to thank you for all your support, your words of encouragement, all the countless hours spent in a warm, hot, loud, humid, cool room area. I want to thank you for all the carb-loading meals that you provided, many spaghetti night meals, many wonderful pancake mornings, breakfasts, and of course my favorite of them all was coffee pot sandwiches on our away trips that we could eat on the bus. I love you both, and I couldn't have done it without you. It's funny because when I read the bio that was written about you, my first reaction was, who is this? I even learned a few things about myself that I didn't quite remember or know. I was watching my boys, and they were definitely, as they were reading it, were thinking the same thing. Who is this? This is not my mom. As I go back to my swimming years, I go to a very happy place in my life. It truly was where I felt I belonged. It was my extended family. It was where I learned self-confidence, self-discipline, and it taught me the value of hard work. I was a totally different person in the pool than I was anywhere else. I knew when I got into that water that not only was I racing for myself, but I was racing also for my coach and my team, and I didn't want to let them down. We spent many, many, many hours together. Like I said, we were like an extended family, 2-hour practices, and very, very long all-day meets. We learn to depend on each other, not just in the pool, but also in life. I even missed Junior X.
Oh.
Do we still do Junior X?
Yeah.
You do? Okay, nice. Swimmers definitely put in many hours, busy, and we had absolutely, because of our busy schedule, we did kind of miss out on some of those fun activities at times of, you know, prom, skiing, you know, those kinds of things, right, Coach? Remember skiing? You are not going to go downhill skiing at all. Not while you're in swimming. Oh, for me, life had its challenges. But when I jumped into that pool, I felt confident, strong, and I knew I could always do better if I trained a little harder and pushed myself a little more. Jacqueline, your turn, my friend. One of the most competitive people I have ever met in my life. When I hear the name Jacqueline, I think of Mr. Swim. And I can honestly say it was a very amazing, awesome surprise when I walked through the doors and I saw him here with his wife all the way from Tampa to be here. So, thank you. I always wanted to be in Jeff's lane for many reasons. He was fast and strong, and I knew he could push me, and he did. If I said I was tired, he's like, "You're going to keep going." And that's what it was all about. Plus, I had a little secret too. He was so big and strong that I would try to keep up behind him because he would drag me along. It was great. I was riding the wave, the Jacqueline wave. I tried so hard to beat you, so many times. Oh wait, I think I actually did beat you. I think I did, maybe? Thank you for coming tonight. That means a lot to me, and you are my swimming buddy. I remember thinking how hard I would push myself oftentimes to sickness, but what I remember more than anything was the feeling of what I felt after the workout, other than thoroughly exhausted and wanting to go to bed. I was amazed at how much I could do and what I was capable of, and what my body was capable of. One of my swimming memories was us girls wearing 2 suits and leggings with holes. And the bigger, it was almost like a bragging thing. The brighter the colors of the suits and the leggings, and the more holes you had, the better it was. And the reason why we did that is because it would create a drag and make you work harder, so that when the state meet came, you just had your swimsuit, you were used to carrying that extra weight, and you felt like a bullet going through that water when you dove in for the first time. It was awesome. Coach Babcock, where do I begin? You saw so much potential in me always. You pushed us and pushed me to do more than we could even imagine, and more than I could ever imagine. During practice, I remember how tired we were, and you would be right there on the sidelines, keeping us going. And I remember taking many hard-earned breaths and seeing you yelling, "Go, go, you're almost done this set. Come on, you're almost done." And when I thought I was out of gas, I just dug down deeper and pushed through and made it. And that's an amazing feeling. That's what I'm talking about. You also did your research. As all of you saw, it was crazy. He has notebooks, stats, VCR videos. It's amazing how much time and work he did just to improve his swimmers. You knew so much. You would make a prescript of every individual race. You taught us how to win, and that winning is a science. As my swimming chapter came to a close, the ribbons and races slowed and finally stopped. There were a couple of things that did not fade, though. It taught me that maybe we don't always win the blue ribbons, but we always grow. I learned that there is always, always somebody out there that's faster and stronger than you are. But if I work to be the best person I can be, and if I do that, that's good enough. Another thing I have learned over the years is that it is not just about me. Yes, swimming is an individual sport, but there was no I in the word team. I belong to something way bigger that has given me so much life lessons in my life. Today I don't swim a lot. I did get in this pool this summer just to kind of see what it felt like after all these years. Just to get some exercise. I kept telling myself I'm not going to do a workout. I'm not going to go in there and race the clock. So after doing a few laps, I was thinking to myself, this feels actually pretty good. I've got this. I must admit, I looked at the big clock on the wall when I finished my 50-yard sprint. Let's just say, as I struggled to catch my breath, and my time was not as good as it has been in the past, I went back and swam another 2 miles. Thinking, once a swimmer, always a swimmer. In closing, I want to thank the Brewer Athletic Hall of Fame for considering me. It truly is an honor. I want to breathe some encouragement to you. What you do matters. Belonging to a team teaches life lessons. My 3 boys, who are sitting right up here in the front, all play sports, and they are better people for it. As a school nurse, I see the cuts program shrinking and opportunities being missed. Swimming made me who I am, it is no doubt. We learned so much from sports, and you supporting us brings it full circle. Keep pushing, keep promoting, and keep building role models, one athlete at a time, because what you do does really matter, and this is an amazing, amazing thing, and it is an honor. Thank you all for all you do.